Welcome back to episode 9 of The Bachelorette with Tayshia.
Last week we left off with Noah and Bennett on the couch, and Tayshia was talking to both of them. She ends up sending Bennett home, says he's condescending, doesn't like the way he treats people. He's apologetic, but it's too late. Then she comes back to the couch. Noah's got a big smile on his face, and she says, "Don't smile, sit down." And then she kind of scolds him for his behavior and being in the center of drama and doesn't give him the rose. She doesn't send him home, but she doesn't give him the rose, so he's not safe at this point.
Yeah. So Bennett is gone.
Goodbye, Bennett. We'll never see you again.
We'll never see you again.
Gone for good.
Gone forever.
Hope you guys got everything out of Bennett you wanted, because he is not coming back.
He is not coming back.
Bye. Sayonara,
He'll be
Bennett.
sad. Bye-bye. Aloha.
Yeah, which means both.
Which means both wink.
Yeah, aloha, Bennett.
What? Which one do I mean? Which aloha? Well, when Bennett leaves, Tayshia does tell the camera that goodbye did not feel right to her. So that kind of gave me a little bit of hope, I'm not going to lie.
We call that foreshadowing.
Yeah, I like a nice little foreshadow.
This episode was fraught with it.
It was what?
Full of it.
No, what'd you say?
Is fraught the right word?
I don't know. Say it again.
Fraught.
This episode is fraught with it? I don't know where you got the word fraught.
Yeah, full of or accompanied by something specific.
Wow.
A situation can be fraught with danger.
Big word, big boy.
So then the rose ceremony,
Okay.
cocktail party, blah, blah, blah. Then the rose ceremony.
All right. 2 roses have already been given out to Zach and to Ben. So at the rose ceremony, here is who received a rose and will continue on their journey of finding love with Tayshia. Brendan, Riley, Blake, Ivan, and Noah. That means Spencer, Ed, and Damar went home.
I was very sad to see Ed go home.
I'm sad to see all 3 of them go home. I like Damar too, so I was bummed to see him go too. It's just like, okay. But the guys she has left, Zach, Ben, Brendan, Riley, Blake, Ivan. Blake's gotta go.
You know what I realized? She's keeping all the moody guys.
Let's see. Zach, super moody. Ben, extra moody. Brendan, moody, wears turtlenecks. Riley, just so angry moody. Blake, funny guy. She's keeping him around for laughs.
Who's Blake?
Blake is the guy who.
Oh yeah, but he's pouty.
He is pouty. He's a pouty boy. Ivan,
Soft
deep
and
in
sensitive.
thought.
Yeah. Interesting.
Noah, funny and not moody.
And that's the one she's super unsure about.
JoJo shows up and she's like, hey, things are getting serious. Hometowns are next week, yada, yada, yada. Zach starts crying because he's like, I'm so happy, which is great. Love to see a man cry. I've never seen my husband cry, but
it's happened.
So we've got a date card. The date card says, falling in love is full of surprises. And this date card goes to Ben.
They find clues all over the property that lead to their date, but the clues are the date.
Interesting. I didn't write down anything for the day.
The whole
of the date, 'cause
experience.
I was buying books.
Oh, here's what I wrote. They find clues. Ben finds a reason to take his pants off.
Does he?
If you've noticed, every time he's with Tayshia, he disrobes. So this time it's because he's like, oh, I got to get in the fountain. I'm not going to get my shorts wet. So he had to get completely naked, apparently. And he's way too serious on the date.
He's a serious guy. And we learned that tonight at the night portion of the date. Last time Tayshia and Ben were together, he opened up about something very serious. He opened up and shared that he previously was bulimic. And then tonight he opens up about another super, super, super deep thing from his past. He has had 2 failed suicide attempts, and he's super thankful for his sister and that he owes his life to his sister. So he shared all of that, which is like
super
really
heavy. And she handled it well. She said, I'm still here. You didn't scare me off. It's so hard to have any conversation, let alone something that serious. So like, what can you say back to it other than the right thing? Like
I know, you're right.
Total snooze fest of a date. Then they get to dance, and they're serenaded by Adam Hambrick.
We never know who they are.
They're contractually obligated for the bachelor or bachelorette to say the performer's name.
Like Regina Ludwig or something.
Yeah, they're like, and then I can't believe Regina Ludwig played for us.
Yeah.
That was a good name.
Thank you.
This week, though, I perked up when I heard his voice because I thought, now there's a singer-songwriter. So I Googled him, and it turns out he is a very talented songwriter from Nashville, and he wrote Well, he's written for several AAA artists, but he wrote for Dan and Shay, How Not To.
I just don't know how not to, how not to, how not to.
I love that you can like hear what sounds good, because every time I listen to anything, I'm like, this all sounds the same.
Right. And I've said it before. If I wasn't so good at roofing, I would be a talent scout
Wow.
for the music industry.
Wow. I
said
didn't
it,
know that you said
I've
that
said
before.
it a million times.
I've never heard you say that. That's
But God put a hammer in my hand.
yeah.
Anyway, I've got an ear for it. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Not to toot my own horn.
That's it. That's the date. So next up, we have a group date. The group date card says, the truth is that I'm falling in love. And we have Zach, Brendan, Ivan, Noah, and Riley on this date. It's a lie detector test date. And guess what? Lie detectors, well, actually, I think they're real. But this one, not real. You heard it here. Fake, fraud, not a real test.
I know a lot of people at home want to know, so this is the only part I wanted to talk about on the whole show.
Okay.
I don't care about the rest of this episode. Lie detector
I don't
test.
care about the rest of this episode.
Lie detector test examines 3 things: heart rate, blood pressure. That's why they have the thing on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Respiration. That's why they have the pneumatic springy thing around his chest.
Okay.
Tells you how big of a breath you're taking and how frequent your breaths are.
Yep.
And third would be skin conductivity. So they're supposed to put a monitor on your finger. They didn't have the monitor on his finger. It was fake.
Fake. I would fail all of them no matter what. Real or fake, I would fail a lie detector test every time because I lie all the time.
Riley addressed it. He said he doesn't let his clients take lie detector tests because they're inconclusive.
Oh, Riley, he's so smart. Is Riley even your name? Jeez.
What kind of name is Riley? Your mom gave you that name?
Riley, huh? You look like a Dwayne to
Yeah.
me.
More of a Dwayne Junior vibe. And as I stated about foreshadowing,
Yes.
they said, is there anyone you regret sending home? And she said no, and it came back as a lie.
Another thing that they asked Zach was, have you cheated? And Zach said yes, super fast. And Tayshia's not happy. She says, once a cheater, always a cheater.
And just so you know, 5 minutes later, she goes back on that belief of hers.
So she pulls Zach aside, and Tayshia's going on and is like, cheating will not be tolerated. And then it turns out that Zach did cheat on somebody when he was in 6th grade. He kissed a different girl than his girlfriend at the bowling alley.
Yeah, and they both shared a big laugh about how that's so funny. I'm like, you just said once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about this episode. I was shopping.
Riley cried for 15 minutes, and then he had told her, my name's Dwayne Junior. She doesn't give anyone a rose at the end of the group date because she says I have a lot to process.
Because she needs more time to think because hometowns are next week. So she leaves this stupid date and she opens the gate. And who do we see?
Hello, Tayshia. Hi. Can we speak for a minute?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
Great to see you.
Lovely.
And then when he leaves, they say goodbye. She says, I have a lot to think about. I'll talk to you about this tomorrow. He blows her a kiss.
Well, first he tries to kiss her. And
Oh,
she
yeah,
says,
yeah.
no, and stops him.
Okay, but then he blew her a kiss. I just focus on the good.
Yeah, you miss all the bad stuff. He's creepy. He's a serial killer. Yeah, he's basically sexually assaulted her, but he blew her a kiss after.
Not sexually assault her.
When he went in for the hug, she did this. One hand on the chest hug. That's how you keep distance.
Oh.
And then he was like,
I have to do that probably have to do that to men if they hug me.
do men hug you?
No.
Have I ever hugged you? Were you hugged as a child? I was hugged a lot.
That's because you needed the weight and the pressure.
I like
on
the
you.
pressure. I like to go to the bottom of the deep end of the pool.
Oh my God.
I wasn't meant to be on this planet, I'm telling you.
What my baby likes.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. They don't all have to be half an hour long.
This episode of Bachelorette, I did not care about. Here's what I care about. I'm officially in my 3rd trimester, so the baby is coming very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have a lot to do.
Yes, we do.
So I care about that. I also really care about Taylor Swift's new album.
An interesting note, it's the only time an artist has released 2 B-side albums in 1 year.
Okay, I would not say that. I loved the album a lot. I like it.
Well, good. Maybe she'll put another one out before New Year's.
Okay, actually,
I mean, the songs literally sound like they could have been written on the spot. So she could probably put 2 or 3 more of those out this week.
Okay, you're being very rude. So how about we change the subject? Is there
Okay.
anything that you enjoyed this week that we can share?
No.